Central bank digital currency, or CBDC, is a new form of currency, a medium of exchange that the Biden administration, through Executive Order 14067, is planning on rolling out here relatively soon. And forcing, in my opinion, and the opinions of many others who think similar to me, an unconstitutional intrusion, invasion of privacy, ability to track, trace, and ultimately tax people on what they would traditionally be cash transactions. This could be lending money to family and friends. This could be buying used items at a garage sale. This could be tipping a server, a waitress, or even your favorite adult entertainer. And ultimately, this will be the end of cash as we all knew it. Granted, Cash App will still exist, and yes, the IRS will probably be looking to, if not abolish the entire system as a service, but implement their 1099-K miscellaneous tax requirements. Ultimately, folks, just plan on paying a lot of tax, okay? And there are states that are in agreement with this. Now, I will say that fortunately, I am currently in and live in one of those states that do not agree and do not bow down to the whims and threats of the current Biden administration and force the good people of the state of Florida to adhere to any of these woke ideologies and these ESG, social credit scores, and other terms of endearment for a modern form of slavery and segregation. Although they'll call it inclusion and oversight and watchful eye of Big Brother, big government, as we move towards a woke WEF World Economic Forum Great Reset and a new society of owning nothing and being happy about it, because guess what? There's no other option. Well, folks, CBDC is here, and they are working on the final details of the pilot program, testing the system, and beginning to roll out what would be considered the Biden coin. Yes. It's an old age coin that doesn't quite know where it's at most times, and has very, very hard time of traveling upstairs, and really enjoys ice cream cones. But no, Biden coin would essentially be the Urban Dictionary or Wikipedia definition for CBDC, assuming it's rolled out during this current administration, unless we see a block. Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida, potential 2024 presidential nominee or candidate, over Trump. I think Trump's time is done. I think Trump is over. But you guys, feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you think. Maybe time is on our side. Remember, folks, time is our greatest factor. Time in the market versus time in the market, especially for those interested in investing for beginners. Remember that. But perhaps maybe time is on our side, and if this doesn't actually get approved before the end of Biden's first term, we have a chance of stopping this problem before it gets out of hand. Granted, Executive Order 14067 has been in place for quite some time now, but we do have support from Representative Tom Emmer, who has a proposal going through Congress now for just these very reasons of maintaining and protecting the rights of you and I, or at least some of us, depending on where you're watching or what your citizenship status is, protecting the security, safety, privacy, and ability to decide what we want to do with our money, where we want to do it, and how we want to do it with cash, with the ability to have anonymous and ambiguous transaction, or at least the ability to conduct transactions in a way that would not have the oversight and watchful eye of the government, or be under the government's thumb and under the strict rules and regulations of the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, whose 87,000 some odd new agents' goal is in life to take all your money slowly, but certainly take as much of it as humanly possible out of your paychecks, and then again away from you every year, March 15th for businesses, April 15th for individuals. Now, if you do not fall into the category of filing a tax return by March 15th for businesses, then we need to have a conversation, because in 2023 and beyond, there's no reason why you shouldn't be a business owner. I'm not going to get into that into this video, but there's a lot of reasons here to increase your wealth and also protect yourself, your finances, and your family by doing so. But folks, I am so glad that I do not live in one of these states that ultimately just blatantly doesn't care about their citizens, for the fact that they are not standing up and putting their foot down like Ron DeSantis and saying that they will not allow CBDC and central bank digital currency in the state of Florida. And in my opinion, assuming the presidential nominee and potential new president that we would see elected and sworn into office in 2024 would then carry this throughout the great nation, the US of A, preventing, blocking, possibly even slamming down or reversing central bank digital currency, CBDC, a new form of welfare, so to speak. Because think about it like this: the government would have complete control over who had it, what they could do with it, where they could do it with, and also the fees associated with it, negative interest rates, taking money out of accounts, freezing accounts, locking accounts. They would have the ability to control your lives with the push of a button. No longer necessarily having to rely on Pfizer, Moderna, or Johnson & Johnson to enforce these mandates with their jabs and passport cards. No, they could do this by literally shutting your money down. Folks, this is about money. It always has been, and it always will be. Those who have and those who have not, and they are trying to make it so that most have not. And those that do have are the ones flying their private jets all around the world, going to these World Economic Forum, Davos meetings in Switzerland, and deciding the fate of you and I without our consent, without any of our opinions or our votes being cast, folks. So we need to do all we can to make sure that this doesn't happen, because if it does, it will be one long road that we may not be able to turn around on, and we will be stuck on it for the near future, if not indefinitely. Simple fact of the matter is that CBDC, central bank digital currency, FedNow, all these programs that are being implemented and rolled out are to do just that. And I don't know about you, but I want to have control over my fate, my future, my money, my life, my decisions, and my choices more so than the government.